Hey everybody, welcome back to Doc G's Reloading. Today I'm going to talk about the new, well, not new I guess, the ratcheting belt from Double Alpha Academy, and why I changed to it. So this goes out to Rob Epifania, who's really kind of helped me with changing my equipment setup a little bit, and a tremendous amount with getting closer to the goals that I want to achieve in USPSA. I talked to him a little bit by email about this wrestling belt, and he really loves his. I don't know if he has Double Alpha brand or not, but I tend to stick with Double Alpha just because I think they do a great job. They're not inexpensive, but their stuff will last you the rest of your natural life. So anyway, this is a ratcheting belt, and I got it in red, and just got it set up. So I have this on my hip, like this. So when I ratchet close, the ratchet's kind of off to the right a little bit. It's not quite right in front of me. Now I know some people like it in the back. I don't like it in the back. I like having it in the front. That's just the way I am. So that's just the way it works. But ratcheting it here like that, and then I actually bought this magazine holder that's got two magnets, and it holds it at an angle, so you can kind of see. I'll get up closer there. You guys can kind of see that, where it's got a little kind of cup on the side there, a little angle that holds it in place that way. What I found is I'm trying to really get my static reloads down, because there's a lot of static reloads in classifiers, and sometimes I missed it. If you're in this mag, you've got to pull straight out, or else you're not going to get it out as fast. Here, you can kind of hit, and if you miss a little bit, fine, but you can still pull straight out and go up for your reload. So I'm going to try this and see how it works. So that is new for me, this angled. I've always had the three kind of like this, these three Double Alphas, and I went over these before with you, but this is their more expensive version of the mag pouch. But all I did here is with these is I kind of kept them. I just angled them a little bit more from the belt, so they're angled out a little bit, so they don't get so close to me that I can't grab them easily. So I have that. So it's rotated down and rotated back just a little bit. These are ball joints in here, and they're ball joints that really only use one T25. And you guys can check out my other video on these pouches. I'm not going to go over these in detail. I'm not going to show you everything. But there's one T25 right here that clamps on and holds that ball socket in place. And like I said, as you can see, I just have these kind of equally spaced. I have them angled back a smidge there, and I have them angled away from the belt, as you can kind of see there. See how it's angled away from the belt so that I can grab it easier. And like I said, this one's new in front here. So, but basically, I thought I was going to have to move this closer to here, but I didn't actually. Right here is where it seems to be working really well. And then it's got this heavy-duty, really nice ratcheting system that moves. It's got a little bit of movement to it, and then you just slide it in here like this, and then it goes in, and then you ratchet this way like that, and then to release you just lift up here, and it just comes right out. So now the way I measured myself for this, and this is something, there were people writing on there that theirs came back way too big or something, I think. Yeah, they're having trouble with it being way too big. So what I did, and it also comes with the inside belt, where some of it's not Velcro all the way around. I'll show you that in a second here real quick, but I'll grab it. But they were saying that it didn't fit them very well. And it's like, well, the problem, what I did is I put my shorts on that I'm going to be wearing when I'm shooting. Pants, shorts that I'm going to be wearing when I'm shooting. I put the belt on, Velcro belt on, and I tightened it tight. Put it around me really snug. Then I took my measurement around with a tailor's tape, the measure that's like a piece of tape, and I measured that all the way around, and I came out with 105. Or I'm sorry, I came out with 110 exactly, and 110 is what I bought, and it fits perfectly. If anything, it's a little bit big. I could have probably gone with a 105, but the 110 is actually perfect. So I don't know, when you go to check your size on it, don't just run a tape around your, set yourself up like you're actually, put your inner belt on first. Let me grab this real quick. I'll keep talking, but I just got this today. So I got the inner belt here too, which I forgot to grab when I started this. But then you get this inner belt too. And here's the inner belt. So the inner belt has a section here that's kind of missing all the Velcro and all the stiffening agents to it. That's so that this can kind of bunch up. When you got it on, it can bunch up a little bit underneath like that if you have to ratchet it tighter. And this actually works really well. So I put this on. Now, it just means you got to buy, more inner belts too, I guess. But this comes with an inner belt when you buy it. It's 80 bucks when you buy it, and it comes with one inner belt. I bought an extra inner belt just to have an extra one in my car. And, I put this on, and then it is nice when you put on your outer belt. I mean, I can really ratchet this down snug, and it's just going to fit better. And I think it's going to absolutely work better. I should have done this a couple of years ago, but didn't. So I'm going to dry fire with this belt this weekend and see how it works. I got it set up pretty much identically to my other belt, except, like I said, except for the front angled magnet pouch here. Except for this, it's identical the way I had it. Otherwise, I would have just had a regular pouch right here. Is the only difference, between my setup. But I'm gonna dry fire with it this weekend, and I'm gonna live fire with it next week Thursday, indoors, and see how it works. And thus far, like I said, I put on the clothes that I'm gonna use when I'm shooting, and I put this inner belt on, and I tightened this down. And it was really nice. I mean, it was really snug. This, none of it moved at all. So that was really nice. And then if I'm done, I can kind of, just lift open the clasp a little bit and let out a notch or two and let it loosen up a little bit in between stages. And when I step up for a stage, I can, rack it down a couple and then go from there. Now you can buy these. This comes black. This little piece here in the middle, there you can kind of see it. That comes black. You can buy it any color you want to, but you have to buy that separately. This little thing pops out, and you can pop in a new, a different color if you want to pop a different color. I don't care, but some people might want that. Anyway, when you buy the red belt, it's still black. That's the thing. So, this is the belt that is the ratcheting belt from Double Alpha Academy, and thus far it is really, really cool, really, really nice. I'm very excited that I purchased it, and this is thanks to Rob Epifania, who recommended it to me. So if you really want to, I've done a bunch of courses and in-person classes and stuff, but the stuff I've been doing with Rob Epifania online has gotten me, for the first time in my life, I shot a class fire at 74%. I thought I'd never get to A class in my life, and right now I'm 1% from B. So my plan is to get to B class this year, and then A class either late this year or next year, get to A class, and then that's where I'm good. I'm going to stay at A class and not kill myself to get to Master or Grandmaster. I want to get to A class in limited optics. So check out Rob Epifania's stuff. And see if you like the way he teaches. I really like the way he teaches, and I've been doing drills the way he's mentioned to do them, and I've gotten exponentially better. So that's the belt. That's everything else, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks again for watching Doc G's Reloading.